So our next presenter is Krisztina Kovács, and she will talk about placemaking as we do it. She started to work as a volunteer at the Contemporary Architecture Center as a first-year architecture student, and today she is one of the project leaders and the communication manager of CAKE. So that's a big deal. And she is the leader of the Erasmus Plus projects called Play Act, Placemaking as Youth Activism, but has also been involved in placemaking outside the programs through academic research at the university and national international projects. So the stage is yours.
Yes, so hi everyone. My first slide is not about placemaking or the Play Act project, but it's about CAKE because I wanted to show you how diverse our office and how many projects do we have. We do walking tours, we do architecture festival for kids, we do like open house festival and so many more. And most of the time our projects include placemaking. So we don't have like really strict placemaking projects, but we try to incorporate the methodology in very different ways and types. And the pictures that you are seeing now are from last summer, where we did our the first placemaking festival in Budapest with the collaboration of Vajo. This was a very special festival because it was on the closed embankment of the Danube, which is usually used by cars, so it was like a temporary placemaking for 1 weekend, and we closed it with a Pecha Kucha night like this, but just about placemaking projects, international and Hungarian ones as well. So it was a very special first time for us to do like a big event in Budapest about placemaking, and this year we did a redo. So this is from this summer, like a few weeks ago. We brought out one of our fun installment, the flower bed, and Vajo actually managed to work together with the municipality of Budapest, and right now the embankment is closed every week. So you can see that you can start placemaking just like one festival and then continue on to something so much bigger. And this is also an example for that. It's from two summers ago. We had this building camp together with the Technical University of Budapest, where we built a temporary bridge between Slovakia and Hungary. And as well, when people could cross the border in like a very small and temporary bridge. So it was very special because after that we, with the boats, we brought down the wood and made some temporary installments. Not temporary, but like stuff that stayed there in Sob, and we did like a fireplace furniture and so many more. It was about the experience for the students to build something temporary and then turn it something that can stay there for years and years. And this methodology, do something temporary and then make it stay. It's like I think it's our thing because we did another summer camp last year in Sob, in Ráckeve, where we used an old military building and we did like a community participation design about the usage of this building. And the students there also then built some furniture that can stay around the building and help with the engagement of the place and help with the involvement of the locals, because now they are curious, like, oh, what's in there? Because there are these colorful furnitures around it, and then they can go inside and explore it, and then the planning of the future can start with these like small interventions and one-day festivals, and then the bigger interventions. And this is the Play Act opening screen. This is our biggest project. It's an Erasmus Plus project with 4 different countries, and this building is our main intervention place here in Hungary, in Budapest. It's an old market hall for the 70s, And we work together with an interdisciplinary group of students. There are psychologists, sociologists, 2 architect students, so it's like a very interdisciplinary group. And they try to work with a building that future is like in a very interesting position, because it's like not sure that we will maybe demolish it, or maybe there is a way to save it. So it's like a very questionable, and the girls started to think about like how we can do placemaking in a place that maybe will be demolished, like, I don't know, in 2 years or 4 years. So they decided to try to capture the essence of the place and the memory of the community with different placemaking methodologies. First, they did like a timeline of the building, and this timeline, the locals could insert their own stories about the place and about living there with this little post-it notes. So it was like a very special timeline with the historical facts and personal stories. And on the continuation of these personal stories, the girls made like a photo exhibition with an open call. More than 100 pictures arrived, and we did a very big outside installation of these photos, and every photo had a small story that the photographer wrote for us, and all the photographers came to the opening, and they got the chance to talk about their pictures and their experiences about the market hall and about the place, why is it important to them, and why they think that it has to be preserved in some way or another. And the girls also did a lot of work. They organized an urban walk in the neighborhood. They did their own research, tried to capture, you can see like really old slides that were originally next to the market hall. And we actually know now that the red slide was the fastest, thanks to an old lady who came and told us the story about it. And at the end of all of this huge photo exhibition, walking tour, we did an open cinema because when the market hall opened, there was also a movie theater there called Olympia, and so we decided that maybe for one night we can like preserve this memory of the cinema. And right now we are working on another movie theater festival, like 2 or 3 days in a row, and a very big festival that I even don't know what will be there, because the girls are just like, yes, yes, do this and do that, and maybe do also this. So let's keep in touch if you want to see where this project go, and maybe see you in Budapest.